Welcome to Comerica Park, home of the Detroit Tigers, as we have some opening day baseball against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Baseball is back as one of the two worst teams in the MLB last year, the Tigers, who had tied for the worst record with the San Francisco Giants at 64-98, hoping for a new beginning as they start this rebuild, and they're going to be taking on a team who's also starting a rebuild in the Pittsburgh Pirates, as both these teams within the past year have traded away franchise icons, with the Tigers trading away Justin Verlander to the Astros during last year's trade deadline, and the Pirates trading Andrew McCutchen to the Giants last offseason. So how both these teams rebuild, we'll see how some of their, I guess, a new look team for both squads, sort of, here play against each other. There's Michael Fulmer, the ace for the Tigers, and pitching for the Pirates is their new ace, Jameson Taillon, as they traded Garrett Cole as well in the offseason to the Houston Astros. So Pirates and Tigers will be next. It is certainly a rainy one here in Comerica Park. Don't know if there's going to be any rain delays, but we'll just see about that. Hopefully the weather will hold up as your Detroit Tigers come out on the field first, led by Michael Fulmer and the crew. So, how are the Pirates going to do against this very good pitcher who is one of the Tigers' best players? Well, here's the Pirates lineup: Josh Harrison, Adam Frazier, Starling Marte, who was suspended last year for steroids, Corey Dickerson, Josh Bell, Gregory Polanco, David Freese, Sean Rodriguez, and holding up the rear will be the catcher Francisco Cervelli. So let's look at Michael Fulmer's stats from last year. 10-12 record with a 4.37 ERA is certainly towards the end of the season. His stats certainly declined, but he's still a very talented player, just 25 years old. Should be a part of his team's core for a long time to come. Count is 1-2 for the leadoff hitter, second baseman Josh Harrison. Pitch for Michael Fulmer is away, and strike three as the Pirates will start this game with a strikeout for Adam Frazier. Got an infield single as the count is full of 2 outs for Dickerson, and he will strike out. All 3 Pirate batters struck out. Starling Marte struck out too, by the way. So that's how the first inning will end. 1 infield hit, actually an error, it'll be ruled as, and 3 strikeouts. Here's a look at the Detroit Tigers lineup: Jose Iglesias, Jamir Calderero, Miguel Cabrera, Nick Castellanos, Mickey Mathook, Alexi Amarista, and 3 other players down there that I couldn't read. So pitching for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be I think he had cancer, didn't he? I think he's a cancer survivor, so good for him. It is Jameson Taillon, who last year had an 8-7 record with a 4.65 ERA. And off the game for Detroit is the shortstop Jose Iglesias. Pitch from Taillon will be a short shot to third, and Iglesias will be out. Count is full for Miguel Cabrera, who had easily the worst year of his career last year. Let's see if he can rebound. That's certainly not going to help him rebound, as he'll go down swinging. That's how the first inning will end, and it is scoreless. Count is 2-2 for Gregory Polanco. Pitch for Michael Fulmer, and that one's hit high, deep into right field. There goes Nico, and it is caught at the warning track. Excellent hit by Polanco, but just not enough. Count is 1-2 for the former World Series hero David Freese. Pitch from Fulmer is away, and that'll be a base hit, the first base hit for Pittsburgh today. Count is 1-1 for Mickey Mathook. Pitch from Taillon, and that one's hit high, deep into center field. There it goes. Can Starling Marte get to it? Yes, he will. Nice catch. Count is 1-2 for Leonis Martin, leading off the third inning for Detroit. Pitch from Taillon, and that one looks like it should be a base hit. He's shopping gap, and that'll be a single to start off the third inning for Martin. Count is 2-1 for Nico Goodrum, with a runner on first and no outs. Pitch from Taillon, and that one will be a base hit, so the Tigers have 2 runners on and nobody out. Count is 2-1 for James McCann, with 2 runners on and no out. Pitch from Taillon is away. That one might be a base hit, and it won't. As the Tigers were running, they thought it was going to be a base hit, so that'll be a double play, as Goodrum will be out. Runner on second and 2 outs for Jose Iglesias. Pitch from Taillon, and that will be a base hit. The third base hit of this inning, and Martin will score, and the Tigers will strike first. 2 runners on, 2 outs, and the count is full for Miguel Cabrera, who struck out in his first at-bat. Pitch from Taillon is away, and that one will be caught to end the inning. So a pretty successful inning for the Tigers. 4 base hits and 1 run, and they have the 1-0 lead. Count is 2-2 for Corey Dickerson, who struck out in his first at bat. Pitch from Michael Fulmer, And that'll be another strikeout. Fulmer's been striking out Pirate batters left and right. Count is 2-1 for Gregory Polanco, who almost hit a home run in his last at-bat, just a few feet short. And that one won't be a home run, but it will be most likely an extra base hit, as that one's going to get all the way to the wall. Polanco will get a 2-out triple. Count is 3-1 for Nick Castellanos. Pitch from Talion. And that one will go off of Talion. That certainly looked painful. That'll be a single for Nick Castellanos. Count is 3-1 for Alexi Amarista. 2 runners on, which was the Castellanos single and a Mickey Mathook walk. As that one looks like it'll be a base hit. Will it score? What's his face? Castellanos? Yes, it will, and it's 2-0 Detroit. Count is full for James McCann. 2 runners on and 2 outs. Pitch from Talion. And that one's hit well into center field, but Marte will catch it to end the inning. So the Tigers got 2 base hits and 1 run. Count is full for Sean Rodriguez, who struck out in his first at-bat of the game. Pitch from Fulmer, and that'll be another one. Count is 1-1 for Josh Harrison, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. And that should easily end the inning. So another good inning for Detroit. 5 innings and only 2 allowed hits so far for Michael Fulmer. Count is 1-1 with 2 outs for Miguel Cabrera, who's 0 for 2 so far tonight. And he'll probably be 0 for 3 after that one, as Marte should easily catch it to end the 5th inning. So your score remains 2-0. Count is 1-1 for Adam Frazier. Pitch from Fulmer. And that one will be a base hit to start the 5th inning. Frazier successfully stole second, so now runner in scoring position with no outs as Marte will hit the single. Frazier will stay at third. So runners on the corners with no outs. 1-2 for Corey Dickerson, who was struck out twice today. Make that 3 times as Corey Dickerson goes down. Looking. Count is 1-1 for Bell. And that'll be a grounder, but it gets past Miguel Cabrera for a base hit. If Miguel Cabrera could have made the play, then chances are the runner would not have scored, but he did. And now it's just a 2-1 ball game. Count is 1-2 for Polanco, who's definitely had a pop in his bat today. And that pop will show once again as it'll be caught by the left fielder, but Marte will score on the sacrifice fly. And this one is just all of a sudden now tied at 2. After it was not looking good at all for the Pirates' bats. They've been hitting really well. Count is 1-1 for Alexi Amarista, who has a runner on and 1 out. Pitch from Talion, and that will get past Harrison for a base hit, so 2 men on and 1 out for Detroit. That Amarista hit will end Jamison Talion's day, 5 1/3 innings, and 2 allowed runs, and Kyle Crick, who had a 3.06 ERA last year, will be in the game. Count is full for Leonis Martin with 2 runners on and 2 outs, and that will be a base hit too. Castellanos is going to head home, and he will score for the 2nd time today. I said Talion pitched 5 1/3 innings. Turns out he actually only pitched 5 innings, and now he's allowed 3 earned runs, but that won't be 4 yet, as Goodrum will strike. So there will indeed be a rain delay, and it'll last about an hour, so we'll see how that will impact the rest of the game. Seems like the Tigers plan on sticking with Michael Fulmer. After the rain delay, the count is 2-2 for Francisco Cervelli. Pitch from Fulmer, and that'll be a grounder to Iglesias. So the first out after the rain delay will be a grounder. Count is 1-1 for Miguel Cabrera, runner on first, and 1 out. Pitch from Crick, and that will be a base hit. Miggy's first of the game, and Caldanera will stick it. Count is 2-1 for Castellanos, 2 runners on and 1 out. Pitch from Crick is away, and that one looks like it'll be extra bases for Nick Castellanos, as Caldanera easily scores, and Miguel Cabrera should easily score as well. And he's not going to score, he's just going to go back to third. After that, Michael Feliz will be entering the game. Not a great ERA, but he does have a 4-0 record. Big opportunity right here for Mickey Mathook. 2 runners on and 1 out, and that'll be a base hit. Cabrera will score, and Castellanos will score as well. After 7 very good innings, Michael Fulmer's day is done. 2 runs allowed and 5 hits as well. Count is 2-1 for Josh Bell. Pitch from Alex Wilson, and that'll be a rocket towards Castellanos to end the 8th inning. So an easy inning for Alex Wilson and an easy inning for Detroit. Count is 2-1 for McCann with Goodrum on first and no outs. Pitch from Feliz. That'll be a grounder to Harrison, to the shortstop, to the first baseman for a beautiful double play right there from Pittsburgh. Looks like the Tigers won't be putting in their closer. They'll be sticking with Alex Wilson here for the 9th inning as he gets Gregory Polanco down on the strikeout for the first out of the inning. Pirates are down to their last out and their last strike, and it is Sean Rodriguez. Pitch from Wilson. That one's hit towards right center. Martin should get under it, and the Detroit Tigers will start off the 2018 season with a win, something they won't get too often, as there's Michael Fulmer. Excellent performance from him. He should definitely win Player of the Game as the Tigers will get the W. 6-2 is Matt Hook, Martin, and Goodrum doing some dancing after their first of probably not too many wins this year.
I traded in my truth for some